Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. Happy Sunday to you all. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a wonderful day. We had a beautiful sunny day outside today. It was really nice. And right now, I promise I won't take too much of your Sunday away from you. I'm going to share with you my plant spotlight of the day, and it's a philodendron. This is my Philodendron Rojo Congo, and I have had her for 9 months now, and she is doing very well. When I got her in the beginning, she was in about a 6-inch pot. It was like a little gift pot, and it was like had a decorative kind of crystally green pot around it. And oh wait, it's been more than 9 months. It's been 11 months since I got this baby here. She is so beautiful. She grows and grows and grows. She's always pushing out new leaves. Here is a new leaf right here, and that one right there hasn't completely unfurled yet. This plant is constantly pushing out new leaves. It does have some burn spots on her on the lower leaves. Let's see if I can get one that I can show you. There it is. You see the little burn spots, the little circles? Now, originally I thought that was a pest that was eating away at my little baby, and then I found out that there are actually small pockets of sap underneath these philodendron leaves, and so if they get too much sun, the sap will heat up and it will burn the leaf. And so I was really happy when someone was able to share that with me, because I really had no idea why this plant started to decline. I really want you to see the full effect of her, so I'm going to step back a little. Look at her. Isn't she beautiful? I'm looking at her, and because I know her way of doing things, this plant needs to be watered. Oh yes, the soil is really dry. So this plant needs to be watered. I don't have to water her very often. I water her maybe once every 2 weeks, because she is in a really big pot and she has substantial roots, but it just seems as if the 2-week mark is when she needs to be watered. Her soil is primarily bark, and when I put her in the soil that was primarily bark, that's when I noticed that her growth just sprouted and it just took off. And so I was really happy about that. Originally, this was just one plant in the pot, but if you look in there now, there are actually 2 plants in this pot. And I'm really happy about that. Honestly, I don't even know when the second shoot came out, as much as there are 2 plants in this pot, and I love her so much. She just recently started living in my living room, maybe about 2 months ago, but for the rest of the time that I had her, she was living in my bedroom. And so in my bedroom, she was getting west window exposure. And when I brought her downstairs to my living room, actually first she lived in my kitchen. And when she was in my kitchen, that is when her leaves got burned, because that is a southern exposure window that she was right next to. And she got really big when she was there, but she was getting burned. And then right now I have her in my living room. She is still in a south window, but she is not close to the south window. And she did get burned in the summertime when the window was just entirely too hot for her. Let's see. I do fertilize her. I fertilize her. I've reduced the amount of fertilizer I give her, but I fertilize her every single time I water her every 2 weeks, because she is still actively growing, and so that's what works for my plants. And I just use the Miracle Grow, but I cut it down tremendously. So it's not over fertilizing my plants. What else can I tell you about her? I told you about her window, her water, her growth cycle. She's doing really well. Last summer, I did put her outside. I put her on the south side of my yard, but I had her under a few pine trees, very heavy, mature pine trees. And so she didn't get too much sun. She was in a shaded area, and so she thrived when she was there. And I think that's when she had the second shoot come out, the second plant come off in the pot. I'm sorry, it's so hard for me to maneuver her so you can still see her. She's so beautiful. I love this plant so much. I do wish I didn't burn her leaves, but I love her anyway. This was one of the original leaves on this plant. You can see that it's damaged. This was actually in the pot. This was actually in the pot that, there were two pots, a decorative pot and then the nursery pot. And this right here was caught in between. And so I just kind of baby it. Every once in a while I rub a little water on it. So it seems to be doing okay. It's a very old leaf and it's doing great. Definitely needs to be dusted. I'll put her in the shower as soon as I am done here. So I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed my Rojo Congo. And he is my plant spotlight of the day. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you've subscribed, thank you. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.